Entering accessibility screen, you have 20 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
Yo. Yo. What the hell? What the Halliburton? What niggas gonna say about my guy now, man? Now they ass. You see, they said teams up 7 with 40 seconds was 1,076 and up.
Welcome to Bryant Denny Stadium, home of the
It's
Crimson
gonna
Tide.
cost
This
Doc his
place
job.
is charged up and ready for a big game today. We've been tracking this matchup for weeks, thinking about a possible top 5 collision. Both teams have done their part, and now here we are. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the second-ranked
Focus.
Alabama
Like
Crimson Tide.
Mick is spotted.
College football. I'm Chris Fowler here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The Sooners will kick this away to start us off. And here's the return from inside the 5. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16.
Wait, what you said?
Hey guys up front lined up. It's first down. Quarterback making some changes at the line. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. It's caught.
Different running back every time we play.
Moves the ball to the 33.
You know, Chris, you think about it, efficiency has always kind of been the description of a great Alabama quarterback. Man, think about the playmakers that they've had over the last few years at this position. Jalen, Tua, Bryce Young recently. Just a different level of quarterback play and really gives this offense an edge to it.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. The sure hands. It's Stevens. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Breaks loose at the 45.
You said overall you got the best running back?
The game moves the ball to the +40.
Chris, I don't know. There's just something about that Bama uniform. When they run the football, it just feels right. It's a combination of having those big offensive linemen, a really physical approach at the line of scrimmage, and backs that are able to pick up first downs like that right there. Beautiful play.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Pressure is coming. The pass rush closing in. And left with no option, just has to throw it away.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing
What a
away like
bullshit.
that, given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. He's running out of time here. They've got him. It's a sack for the defense.
Well, this is exactly how you can slow down the momentum and a rhythm of an offense. You got to get some tackles for a loss and some sacks. This time, they come up with a sack by getting after that quarterback.
Fires it to the wideout. And he pulls in the catch.
Yo, that's not a
And a
big
big
damn. I
gain
thought the
before he
first
goes out
down
of
was
bounds.
way
The
further.
offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Oh, that's retarded.
Well, if I'm this defense, you get these guys to third down.
Dumb.
You better bracket or double team some kind of coverage rolled to this receiver to take him away. This guy makes another big play.
What is going
Call
on?
by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. It's their first timeout. Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And it's picked off in the end zone. He's got some room and some blockers here. That's a pick and a long return before finally being taken down.
Well, here it is, opening drive of the game. You're just trying to find that rhythm, run the ball, a couple passes, and this one backfires. Poor decision by the quarterback. That's 100% on him, and his defense.
I got the
gives
running
their
backs.
offense
Just
great field
no one
position
back,
here to
'cause
get
everything.
points on the board.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Here comes a handoff. Stopped right at the line in the first play. Nothing there.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. Second down after that previous play. They're going to run the option. Pitch play to the back. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Takes the handoff, heads to the right. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2. And the Sooners come to the line in a hurry-up. He'll test the right side here. Breaking free at the 35. That's a big gain. The offense is threatening now. Spot the ball at the 22.
Chris, just by watching this guy all year, the defense better be very careful to let this guy find that rhythm. I've seen him where he goes 5 yards, 8 yards, 10 yards, and then pops a big one. Right now, he looks like he's starting to gain some confidence here early in this game.
Quarterback's got it on the option. He'll pitch it. Oh, look at the quick cut. He's got some room. Can he get there? And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma. So they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. And it's 7-0 after the BAT. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. It's a squib kick picked up by one of the blockers on the return team. He's brought down at the 37 after a strong return. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. They tackle him at the 48, but it's enough for a new first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
First down. Looking to throw the football. With the catch, it's Stevens. Makes the first down, but pays a price. Big hit there at the end. The receivers are bunched together. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. First down, looking to throw the ball. Bringing pressure. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete. Second down play coming up for this offense.
Boy, this one's on the offensive line, Chris. They've got to do a better job of protecting the franchise quarterback. This guy's as good as there is in the country, and they're letting this pressure get to their quarterback. You either get the ball out faster, or the offensive line's got to do a better job of taking care of the guy.
He's going to pull it down and run. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid
Some sort of ability. Some sort of ability they own.
This guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in a run game, and he's able to do that right here.
Offense sets the formation. It's third down.
This is not good.
Fullback takes a turn running the football. And they stop him. I think it's short of the first down.
Is this the BJ run?
Alabama needing this fourth down conversion. From the gun, he looks for an open man. He's got it, enough for a first down. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup was good enough to move the chains. First down.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always... On fourth down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
Alabama getting set for the 1st and 10 now. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. It's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
What you mean you can't see?
This week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Looks to the left, and it's complete. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
The tight end drag route is the perfect option for an offense looking to scheme that position open for some yardage. Perfect execution here for a first down.
Here comes a throw from the red zone.
Oh my fucking God!
He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind.
See, last game, he was like they cheated on that
We can
interception.
see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. When he catches the football,
No. You said it. No, you said it right. No, you said it right. No, you said it right the first time. Oh my god, that shit was the same animation.
Getting set to kick the ball off now.
It was out of reach.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And the returner will be brought down.
I zipped it in there. That's crazy though, because I was really standing right there.
This should be the last play of the quarter coming up. Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. It's a strong play by the defense as time expires in the first period. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Finally brought down to the 20-yard line. A huge gain puts him in great scoring position.
Boy, a huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
There's the handoff.
Yo, oh my
Marked out after a big game.
Yo.
There's a penalty marker on the field. Let's check this
Yeah.
out. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty.
I
and
swear I
take the
only get
yardage.
holding calls. Me and Cole.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And the wideout goes in motion. Takes the ball and heads to the left side. Makes a nice move there. They bring him down. That's a very solid game, but still well short of the first down. The Sooners are in the red zone. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has a handoff. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage. Crucial. Third down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? Can he make it to the marker? Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Defense
We got
drops
to
him
stay
for a
up.
loss. Tougher second down on the way.
You know, what separates good defenses from great defenses is you're going to give up some catches. But what do you do after the offense makes the reception? Are you giving up much space? Are you giving up yards after the catch? Here, just a really good job by this defense. Yeah, they gave up a reception, but right there to make a nice tackle for a loss.
Here's the handoff, testing the middle. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here.
Well, he came close to putting this ball into the end zone. He comes up short. Now we're looking at a 3rd and goal. Boy, the defense is digging in. The offensive line trying to get a good push. I'm curious to see if they try to run the football again here on 3rd and goal.
Only gets a couple of yards there. It'll bring up 4th down. They'll try to run this one in. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Well, they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The PAT is good. They go up a touchdown, 14-7. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Fields it just outside the goal line. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. Looking to throw it on first down. Looks left and finds his target there. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Second down, we're going to throw it. Caught near the sticks. It's Stevens. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. See what the call is on 1st and 10. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Close to the tight end. Catch is made. Room to run here. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down. Alabama getting set for the 1st and 10 coming up. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. He's got it near the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Bama.
That's what makes this guy so dangerous as a wide receiver.
Well, it's not how they get burnt.
Shake and bake and go by you, or use his speed to get around you.
This might not be good enough.
Like this for a touchdown.
And the extra point was up and good. The PAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. Now they get set to kick it away. He'll take the return and try to get some better field position. And the returner is brought down. The Oklahoma offense is back on the field. Each offense has been clicking, scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Now they're running on the toss. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game.
It's in that play. Multiple.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Receiver makes the catch. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. That's the 2-minute warning now here in the first half. So let's see what they like here on 3rd and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this first down. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Crosses the 30. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to
blocking
put in a
back.
spy to keep this quarterback from running.
The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. Takes the handoff, and he'll head left. Oh, great juke, and he's in the clear. Big play across midfield, goes spotted near the 36. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there to the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down.
The offense really clicking against this battle defense. Toss play to the outside. They've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there.
You know, toss play just starts with the offensive line, whether or not they can set the edge on the outside, whether it's a tackle or a tight end in that same direction. If they do that, you're going to have positive yards. If you can't set that edge, the play's going to blow up.
Try to run it with the option. And the defense there to smother that option play.
Well, that's what we call assignment football by the defense. It took away the back inside, and there's a perfect play to be able to stop an athletic quarterback on the option.
So it's 3rd and short from the opponent's 28. Let's see what the play call is here. They're already in field goal range, but thinking about the end zone. Eludes a tackle. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays.
Wait, I didn't know timeouts.
Looking to throw it from the red zone. Launching it downfield. Looking for the end zone, but not complete. Looks like one more play here before halftime. QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10.
Jesus
Very
Christ.
quick throwaway. No man in the area, and here comes the flag for intentional grounding.
They don't have much use.
So, with only a few seconds left in the half, out comes the field goal unit. The attempt will be from 42 yards out. Field goal try.
That's why we don't kick. See, I was going to kick on that 4th and 2 earlier on.
The game remains tied.
At least I got a touchdown out of that.
For the first half here, Kevin
Poorly
Carter
played.
our halftime
We
update.
have 2 of those again in the shoot for whatever reason.
To start the second half.
So what?
That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start.
Bro, I feel like the kicker should have been out of this shit to be happening.
First down here for this offense. And they'll start the 3rd quarter here on the ground. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man.
Mm.
Goes a fastball.
He dropped it in
It's
that quarter.
intercepted. He goes down, but
All right, let's reset. This is
gives this defense
just
a
take
takeover.
that shit. Oh, he overthrew the
He
ball, but
hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
Quarterback appears to be changing the play. And looking to throw now on first down.
didn't it look like he dropped that though?
Play that time. Second down play now.
Yeah.
Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Finds his target, and it's complete. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of the first down.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
High completion sets up an important third down play. And they pick up the first on the ground. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. Alabama now operating in the red zone. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Sails it way high out of the end zone and incomplete.
Man, if I'm this offense, Chris, I stay aggressive. I know they didn't connect there, but keep testing this defense. Keep challenging them, because if you do connect on that one, it could be a game-breaking play.
Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big third down defensive play. The offense already has one 4th down conversion. Can they do it for a second time? Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Trying for a 4th down completion. Launching one to the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. They'll take the lead in the second half. That's just nice execution. Quarterback and receiver Kirk perfectly in sync that time.
Yeah, you can see why route running is one of the most underrated attributes.
One overthrow for another. We sure it wasn't a pick. We sure overthrow wasn't a pick.
For someone who can create separation like this before the ball's even thrown.
And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep.
My overthrow was a pick.
That's strong coverage, though. He tackled him at the 11-yard line.
I would have liked if they made me throw the ball out of bounds a little, live to see another down.
And the Sooners offense is back on the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. They'll try the right here. He's tackled just short of the 20-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Important 2nd down play coming up. Ball handed off. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down. The Sooners looking to crank up the tempo a bit. On first down, they'll keep their running game churning. Powers through the tackle. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
Synthetic.
This back run gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run.
Yo, why do I only get holding calls?
Flag on the field. So the holding penalty in the
What is this about? Why he didn't get a holding on the 4th down when he threw the touchdown?
Now it's 2nd down here. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He's escaping the pocket now. He's going to take off here. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
That's what I love about this guy.
Whatever happened with that work situation?
Yards here and continue to just keep this drive alive.
So ball at the 30. This is a manageable third down play for the offense. They'll try to run for the first down. And the Sooners look to keep this drive moving.
You know, even...
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Nah, I feel you. Yeah, I feel you. I feel like if something was gonna happen, it would have happened by now. You ready? Got a meeting at 1 o'clock.
Guys are facing a deficit. They're not just going all through the air.
Fortunately.
Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not
Fortunately, I'm
panicking
getting
by just
scammed.
throwing every single down. Now you got a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
The Sooners pick up
Alabama
enough to
job.
get a first down there. On the handoff, they'll test the right side here. He's found some room at the 45. He's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the plus 47.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up the
Bro,
back shot
like-
through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
The Sooners lining up here on 1st and 10. Extending the
I feel like something is psychologically wrong with me because I feel like I could run every play, but in my mind, I just don't
Well, they
do
did a
that.
good job of getting pressure on
To
the
let it rip,
quarterback.
even though I can't audible.
Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on
I
this
don't
win.
have stock, please.
Here's the second down play. They'll run it to the right side.
That's
Fights off a defender. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
It's a nice job by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
Hope they'll watch. He said that guy don't get carries.
You're pounding away with the running
You would
game.
look
First
like
and
one
10.
night.
They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. Tackle made at the 24-yard line. This offense really threatening now.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
That's an important first down on that running play. Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. Buying time now, rolling to his left. And he just throws it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
And on the carry, he's heading left. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. He makes the grab.
Hey, what now?
Well, if you're not careful as a quarterback, this is the kind of route that defensive back wants to jump and get in front of for an interception and maybe a touchdown going the other way. But this time, the receiver runs it well, brings it in, and then gets out of bounds.
Oh, yeah. I agree.
They've already converted once on fourth down this game. Let's see if they can make it 2 for 2. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Scrambling around now.
God.
Downfield.
God.
Touchdown. This offense is still clicking. So they reach the end zone after a marathon march. How about the execution in that drive, Kirk?
That's the first time I ever run that play.
People get excited for the big plays. They're fun to watch. But what's impressive to me is an offense that can put
Nah, right,
a
see.
long drive and then finally cap it off. With
Really
a
not that
touchdown.
important in the grand scheme of
You don't
things,
have to
but
always rely on the big plays. That's a great drive.
Return starts from inside the 5.
battle of the undefeated.
And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team.
Battle of the honest player versus the cheater.
Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. Great possession last time. They punched it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Looking for his big tight end. And he's got his man open downfield. They finally make the tackle, but the big gain moves the ball across midfield to the 47.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. It's a short completion to the big tight end. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
You know, plays like this are what Alabama offense is all about. They run the football, and then they're efficient within their passing game. Think about it. They won a couple national championships with Greg McElroy and A.J. McCarron by just being efficient and playing smart at the position and being a great complement to their running game in the defense.
That's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough.
What is that right there exactly?
Boy, a nice drag route here, and I thought the patience.
Ray said, "What a goddamn dot."
Puts it in front of his receiver, gives him a chance to make the catch, and picks up a little bonus. Nice yards after the catch.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a 1st down. Looking to throw it again. Fires it to the wideout. Pass caught. Can he get in? And he steps out of bounds just short of the end zone. Couldn't quite get there.
You know, you roll the dice here as a defense when you play man-to-man. The thing is, you've got to get pressure on the quarterback. If you don't, he's got time, and now he can look at that defense and figure out where is his best one-on-one matchup, and he makes a big play there.
1st and goal. They need points, but it wouldn't hurt to also milk the clock a bit. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Can't get to the end zone. Stop the ball at the 2.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally. They can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the 1st down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
That's a 2nd and goal play for the offense. That's a design quarterback keeper. Touchdown, Tide. They jump in front here in the 4th.
All right, what you think about that Tyler Warren pick?
It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
And the point after is right down the middle. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start at the 25.
He's definitely nice. He like a hybrid too. When you ran that play, it reminded me because he be doing stuff like that.
Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. The last possession was just old school power football. Let's see if they can keep that going here.
Loveland's a better pure tight end, but like he do more like that dude be running the ball, like he do a little bit of everything.
Big plays to be
So if I could have one, I would rather pick him over Loveland. Loveland also was hard to assess because that nigga was on Michigan and he just had no quarterback. Falcons had a C- draft grade. Like I said, we traded up. Bad. I like the first pick. Second pick was ass.
The junior able to bring him down quickly. And the Sooners,
I think we got somebody from Georgia, like a pass rusher who wants this. Projected to be good. Second pick was just...
In the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Receiver looks it in. It's complete.
I feel like I should put conservative on because I'm due for a fumble. I feel like I need the moves. What should I do, son?
At this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Scrambling, now he'll make the throw.
Well, we talked
All right, I get my feet set there.
before the game about how they worked on the scramble drill this week just to be able to contain him. The coach has to be pleased with how they performed on that play.
He pulls it in for a big gain. Brought down quickly, but a big gain through the air. Ball moves to the 45. The Sooners pick up enough for a first down here. Takes the ball, tries the right side here. Breaking free at the 35. No shot to bring him down. Tackle made after a big gain. This could be a dramatic finish. Marching toward a tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. And then 1st down, right back to the running game. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Will he score here? And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
And sometimes you know the quarterback's going to run the ball. You put your defense.
Sin, how do you stop takeoff bombs? Should go to defense.
He makes them pay for it. Gets all the way to the end zone.
And the important PAT is up and good. We're tied in the 4th.
Nigga, I'm frustrated.
And he'll bring it out for
I'm pretty good defense in the first play. Yeah, that should have been that fumble.
Started with the next drive. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. Passing game was so effective in the last possession. Right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end.
You got to be watching my screen.
Make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. Fresh set of downs for the offense.
Look at this Steve Magic going to first.
They'll change the pre-snap look now. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Pulls it in. It's Stevens. And they keep the drive going. It's a 1st down to the 46.
Man, and with that completion right there, this quarterback now has gone over 300 yards in this game. What a day.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker. Alabama comes up to the line quickly.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice game.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. And they'll stop him after a short game. And the clock has stopped here as we've reached the final 2 minutes of play.
And a jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on 3rd down. And a timeout is called late in this tie game. Crucial choices coming up. So tie game, fourth quarter. They're going to go for it on this fourth down. Looking to throw for the first down. Looking to make a play deep downfield. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. Touchdown, Alabama. And they'll claim the fourth quarter lead.
What a thing of beauty by this offense to put that go-ahead score up on the board. The quarterback played with tremendous composure when the game is on the line. Now we'll see if his own defense can hold on to this lead.
He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25.
I'm really due for a fumble, but I can't. I got the wiggle.
And the Sooners offense is back out on the field. And that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the running game. Let's see if they can do it again.
Yeah, I haven't been able to argue one time this game.
Here's the handoff. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play.
Can't get it away. That defense has got him. What a huge stop at this stage of the game. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. Lets it go quickly. And the ball is picked off. Big takeaway. Now looking for a big return.
Brother.
Return to pick six. Touchdown.
Good game. I lost this shit last time.
Takeaway and the touchdown. That is just a dream play for any defender.
See you later this season.
Starting with the interception.
Enjoy.
I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows you what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
And he'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job of the coverage team. And the Oklahoma offense is back on the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick six last time out here. Running out of the ball to the ground. Defense jumps on the ball. It's a turnover.
How about this defense
Shit,
flying
matter
in
of time.
there, hat on the ball? They do, and they're
It
able to
really be a matter of time before the fluke shit.
First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football.
Let my man do the use of Bob interception. He got abilities.
Second down. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. Quarterback, three-snap adjustment snap for this defense. He's back to throw again on second down. And this pass is on target, caught. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play. And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one. And that review confirms the ruling on the field was correct, so the play will stand. One of those critical third down plays coming up.
Black 24. Black 24. Check, check. Clear, clear. Timber. Arrow, arrow. Gorilla.
Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Receiver makes the grab. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Oh, this is how you start to get rolling. That's 2 touchdowns so far, and the more he gets fed, the more often he's going to cash in.
Extra point up and good. A 3-touchdown lead now here in the final quarter. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. He'll return it from inside the 5. he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Sooners offense is back on the field. This has been a rough game for these guys. Not much left to do but play for pride. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. First down. They're going to throw the football. The pocket breaking down. Zero running room. Stop right at the line of scrimmage. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. He's got it for a big gain. The tackle is finally made, but a huge gain. They'll spot the ball near midfield at the plus 49. First down, looking to throw the ball. And he lofts it toward the sideline. And the catch is made way downfield. That's a big gain, but they could have used that when this football game was still in doubt. Looked like a total bust there. Easy pitch and catch like you'd see in a Tuesday practice.
Yeah, that quarterback's eyes must have lit up on that play because you've got one of your players way downfield without any defender around him.
Not an ideal kickoff as it heads out of bounds. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Man, the quarterback got nailed there, Chris. We'll have to take another look. He gets the ball out, but he took a big hit. This offensive line has got to do a better job at taking care of their superstar if they want to have a chance to win this game.
Defense is coming after him. Decides not to throw.
Here's my fumble. You just get the break sacks.
And a timeout taken now by the defense. 15 seconds to play. Send the back in motion. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Looking for the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. And he steps out of bounds, but a crucial takeaway. Great play by this defense.
That's just a poor decision by the offensive player and the quarterback. Working with the lead, run the football here and work the clock instead. Throws it into coverage. Now
the QB throws his third pick of the day. Look out, he's got some space.
You'll be out of a job next year, my friend.
The ball game will end on that turnover.
Good game.
A really entertaining one. It was fun one to call. They get the W, Kirk, in a shootout.
Not much to criticize for either of these teams on the offensive side, where they put on a great show. But for the two defenses, especially the losing squad, you can't imagine their coach is too happy with their performance.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this
When I threw it, square.
I'm Chris Fowler.
Is that the play you put the interception?
Presentation of EA Sports College Football.
I'm happy with myself that I do that fourth down dot, though. It's a pressure read. So let's see. We have Tennessee. We're going to beat him, computer, and pray. I basically only got to pray. So hopefully you play Quan or Darnell on the neutral site. But I'm gonna put you again in the SEC championship. I like to see how that go. Nah, I play Prey. I'm gonna beat Prey though, and then I already beat everybody else. I'm gonna beat Prey. But alright, I'll be back after this meeting.